1943, the world witnessed one of the bloodiest and most decisive battles in human history, the Battle of Stalingrad. It was the turning point of World War II, fought between Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union on the Eastern Front. For more than 6 months, the city of Stalingrad became a living hell. Streets turned into battlefields, buildings became fortresses, and every corner was a struggle for survival. The German army, confident after many victories, believed they could take the city easily, but the Soviet soldiers and civilians refused to surrender. They fought house by house, room by room, never giving up an inch of their homeland. In the freezing Russian winter, the tide began to turn. Soviet forces launched a massive counterattack, Operation Uranus, surrounding the German Sixth Army, trapped inside Stalingrad, with no food, no supplies, and no hope of rescue. The German troops began to collapse. By February 1943, the once mighty German army surrendered. Over 2 million soldiers and civilians had died in the battle. Stalingrad was in ruins, but it stood as a symbol of courage, sacrifice, and determination. The victory at Stalingrad marked the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany. From that moment, the Red Army pushed westward, reclaiming occupied lands and bringing the war closer to Berlin. Stalingrad was not just a battle, it was a test of human endurance, a struggle that changed the course of history forever. 1943, the year that changed the course of World War II. Deep in the heart of the Soviet Union, a brutal struggle unfolded, the Battle of Stalingrad. What began as a German assault to capture a single city turned into a fight for survival. For 6 long months, soldiers and civilians faced unimaginable horror. Streets were destroyed, homes turned to ashes, and every building became a battlefield. The German army, once unstoppable, met fierce resistance. The Soviet defenders refused to back down. They fought for every street, every inch of their city. Even in the freezing cold of the Russian winter, their spirit would not break. Then came Operation Uranus, a massive, Soviet counterattack that surrounded the German Sixth Army. Trapped, starving, and freezing, the once powerful German forces had no way out. Hitler demanded they fight to the last man. But the end was inevitable. In February 1943, the German army surrendered. The cost was unimaginable, over 2 million lives lost, and a city reduced to rubble. But Stalingrad stood victorious. That victory marked the turning point of the war. From the ashes of Stalingrad, the Red Army began its unstoppable push westward, toward Berlin. Stalingrad was more than a battle. It was a symbol of courage, endurance, and the unbreakable will of a people who refused to be conquered. The world would never forget 1943, the year Stalingrad changed history forever.